Hello, my name is Danny Burke. I am designated safeguarding lead for SSG services and just want to give you a couple of minutes updates on CPOMS for the 2022-23 academic year. As per the previous email sent out on People HR, everybody who uses and accesses CPOMS in order to report incident, concern or a safeguarding case, as well as minor things such as the first aid recording, we need to be aware of how we are applying the three minor changes, but they are ultimately very important for our reporting. The first thing you'll notice on my dashboard is I've eliminated the names. So your dashboard would show names, but I'm just doing this for recording purposes. First and most important of the changes to bring to your attention is how we group our participants and our candidates and our staff within CPOMS. Okay, the default setting, because training department uses CPOMS the most, is set at pre-funding underneath the non-funded candidates. By using the drop down now, you will see and be able to select a most accurate category for you to be able to group your participant into. So if we are on a day, activity day, you would click SSG activities and underline there. If you were a employee and it refers to that, we would go and we would select the right department area for the employee. And finally, most importantly, is if you are reporting against a candidate from the education and training department, you would then allocate them to their specific funder. If you did not know what funder they were under at the time of recording and reporting an incident, you would select non-funded candidates. This is extremely important that we get this right. So if you are not aware or 100% accurate with this, you would select non-funded candidates and click pre-funding. If you are aware of the funder, then you would obviously select them and click into the relevant year. When it comes to choosing your group, the default, again, non-funded, clicking pre-funding will allow you to upload all the information you need to support the candidate, whilst giving you time to go and speak to your line manager or a member of the MIS or business support team and gain clarification of which funder the candidate is allocated to. Once you have this information, you can then revisit the candidate's information and you can then change the funder by editing their work. So you would click and choose the relevant person and you would go into edit information, scroll down, find the group, you would eliminate pre-funding and then you would select the appropriate funder for that person and then eliminate that one, and then you would click save at the bottom. The second minor amendment we have done on CPOMS for this academic year is we have looked at the categories. Within cause for concern, we have added a specific sexual harassment, which includes sexting, upskirting, language, inappropriate behaviour. This is to make sure that we have a very clear stance and recording process for a zero tolerance on sexual harassment across staff, candidates, participants and stakeholders. By using the categories accurately for each an individual incident, concern or case, we need to eliminate multiple categories being used for one individual reporting case. So we must be more accurate with the way that we are recording, whether we feel it is a safeguarding case, whether we think it's a well-being case, and make sure that we are selecting the main one. If we have more than one affiliated with the case, then that should be reflected in the descriptive writing about the incident. This helps with the outward reporting and tracking of patterns from the system. At the minute, we are clicking several different categories for one case, and this is not allowing us to do the work around improving certain areas of our provision and support. Finally, we have eliminated funders from the agency. So when we add an incident, as you all know, and we scroll down, we have an option to include other external agencies within our work. So if we have been contacting the police, if we have been looking at local authority with one of our councils, great. We used to have the option in here to allocate a funder for the education and training. We no longer require that in that area. Thanks ever so much for taking your time. As always, if you need further support, have any questions or queries around this on reflection, please speak to your designated safeguarding officer, which is generally your line manager, or alternatively, drop me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks ever so much.